kick things off with the #1 contender to the TNA World Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Joe Hendry!
And it was at Final Resolution to close out 2024 right here in Atlanta that Joe Hendry won a four-way matchup against Mike Santana, Steve Macklin, and Josh Alexander to become the #1 contender to the TNA World Champion, Nick Nemeth. Those two will collide for the championship 2 weeks from Sunday, January 19th, live on pay-per-view and TNA Plus in Dallas, Texas at Genesis.
Say his name and he appears. There's a new #1 contender to the TNA World Championship. That sounds pretty good because Final Resolution was exactly that. It was a resolution, a promise to myself, to all of you, that I will become champion. And I got into this business on a resolution, a New Year's resolution. It was January 1st, 2013. I decided you will become a pro wrestler. You will give it your best. I've delivered on one of those. It's time to deliver on the next. And Genesis is all about a new beginning. It will be the beginning of the Joe Hendry era. And it will be a moment that will leave the world chanting, "We believe." And what they believe in is a new TNA World Champion.
Wait a second.
Well, here's one man I can guarantee does not believe in Joe Hendry, Ryan Nemeth, who's scheduled to face the TNA Hall of Famer Rhino tonight here in Atlanta.
My big brother is not gonna be happy about this, Joe. Because every week you come out here and you whine and you complain and you moan. And frankly, you're tarnishing the reputation of my big brother, the world champion. And I know you think you're a hero. You think you're a main eventer. You think you should be champion. But I'm gonna break it to you, Joe. You're not a hero. I said you're not a hero. You're not a main eventer. You are a mid-carder. A pretty good one, too. A pretty good one. But you're a mid-carder. And you know what else? You're a snake. You're a backstabber. You play macho head games to try to get ahead in this company. And Joe, I don't trust you. And my brother doesn't trust you. And nobody here should trust you either. Mid-card-er. They hate you. I can hear it.
Well, Ryan, I admire the courage to come out here and make up these stories. So you know what? Who wants to hear Joe Hendry tell a little story? And Ryan, just because it's you, just because it's Atlanta, I'll share a personal story. As you know, unlike you, I've been on the road 200 plus days so far, and I went to the doctor because I've been having some trouble sleeping. I said, doctor, I got these long flights. I just cannot get to sleep. I've tried everything. And he says, Joe, I got just the thing. Have you ever heard of the Ryan Nemeth comedy special? Let me tell you, 10 seconds and I was out like a light. And my friend, if I'm a mid-carder, then you are the janitor. So go mop that floor and get Joe Hendry a coffee. Now, if you don't mind, this main eventer has business to attend to. So that is enough stealing TV time, enough stealing glory for you.
Glory? Buddy, I'm gonna get all the glory I need later tonight when I take on the TNA Hall of Famer, Rhino. And after I beat the TNA Hall of Famer, Rhino, and send him back to Man Beast Island, I'll have all the glory I need. But that's a little bit later, okay? You gotta wait for that one. You can sit front row if you want. I'd be happy to have you.
Wait a second, did you say later? Well, you know, here at TNA Wrestling, I think, let me just check with the crowd, I think we're about giving people what they want, right? I said I think we give people what they want, right? So who wants to see Rhino versus Ryan Nemeth right now? Well, in that case, play the music.
Wait, what? He can't do that. Can he do that? He can't do that.
Idea.
Wrestlers don't make matches.
I am being told per Santino
Oh,
Marella,
come on.
this is going to happen in moments. Ryan Nemeth against the TNA Hall of Famer Rhino. Next. And we are back here on TNA Impact, and we are kicking off the first action on TNA Wrestling's Impact of 2025. It's Rhino against Ryan Nemeth.
And might I add that this match was scheduled for later on tonight. For some reason, Joe Hendry was given the authority to have it happen right now.
Joe Hendry proposed a great idea, and Santino Marella, our director of authority, happened to agree.
Oh, well, gee, Ryan Nemeth was out here trying to take care of some personal business with Joe Hendry. Didn't have time to stretch, didn't have time to get his Hindu squats in, didn't have time to get as svelte as he needed to be. I'm just saying.
So Rhino taking control here early, the TNA Hall of Famer. Rhino was inducted back at Bound for Glory in his hometown of Detroit. What an asset he has been to TNA Wrestling over the years. One of the hottest free agent signings this company has ever seen. Main evented the very first Bound for Glory back in 2005. A former world champion in this company as well as ECW once upon a time. His contributions are immeasurable.
There's no doubt about it. Everywhere wrestling goes, they know the Man Beast, they know Rhino. Ryan Nemeth trying to shut down that legacy, though, here tonight.
Ryan Nemeth's still a little salty with Joe Hendry. Still believes that some of the actions following Bound for Glory that occurred between Joe Hendry and his, quote, big brother, the TNA World Champion, Nick Nemeth, were malicious on the part of Hendry, when Nick Nemeth has maintained, same as Hendry, that those were unintentional accidents.
Yeah, that's what Nick Nemeth has said very publicly. It's a great PR move. I don't blame him. Ryan Nemeth trying to call a spade here. There's too many lingering questions with everything that happened at Bound for Glory. Things like John Layfield, etc., that have not been answered yet.
A question stemming from Final Resolution from right here in Atlanta a number of weeks ago to close out 2024. Tonight, we are going to hear from Mike Santana following the controversy that he sustained dealing with Josh Alexander in the four-way #1 contenders match.
Wait, look at the gore!
Was gone for the gore, and Ryan Nemeth escaped with his life. Also still to come tonight, the time splitter Kushida faces Ace Austin in singles competition. Our main event, we'll see the Knockouts World Champion Masha Slamovich, Jordan Grace, and the Knockouts World Tag Team Champion Spitfire against Rosemary, Tasha Steeles, plus Ash and Heather by Elegance. And speaking of the Juggernaut, immediately following this matchup, our broadcast colleague Gia Miller has an exclusive interview with Jordan Grace. Grace has got to be furious after what happened at Final Resolution, the shocking return of Tessa Blanchard to TNA Wrestling.
Absolutely making waves to close out 2024. Meanwhile, Ryan Nemeth here.
Covering a kick out at 1.
Yeah, looking to make some waves to start 2025 here in TNA by putting away a Hall of Famer.
Knee right to the spine. What did you think about Ryan Nemeth calling Joe Hendry a, quote, mid-carder?
I think, look, I understand where he's coming from. He has not been able to win the big one, as we like to say, right? He's been close to those opportunities, but he's always fallen short here or there. So all numbers, included, he's not exactly wrong right now.
Pretty sure Joe Hendry was a part of the main event of this past year's Slammiversary and was a part of the historic triple main event of this past year's Bound for Glory, our biggest event of the year. So
what were the results of those matches, Tom?
So the fact that he competed in them means nothing?
I mean, look, I know a lot of guys who've competed in main events, and they wash away eventually. You got to start winning those to stamp your legacy, to really solidify yourself.
I understand your point, but could Genesis be Joe Hendry's time?
It could. It absolutely could. That's up to Joe Hendry. That ain't up to me.
Oh, look at the strength of Rhino connecting with the TKO, and down goes little brother Ryan Nemeth. Into the cover, trying to put this thing away. Oh, and the left shoulder up in time for Nemeth.
And look, I got to give Nemeth credit for, it might come off a little brash, might come off a little aggressive, but Ryan Nemeth, everybody else on planet Earth seems to be just blindly buying into everything with Joe Hendry because it started a funny meme earlier this year. And he's busted his ass, there's no doubt about that, to continue to get to these opportunities. But somebody sometimes just has to question the one thing everybody seems to blindly be going along with.
Short-range spear there in the corner against Ryan Nemeth. Rhino reassuming control. Raking the eyes. And listen, Joe Hendry said it earlier on tonight. He made a New Year's resolution 12 years ago to become a professional wrestler and become world champion. That could all change at Genesis. But right now, Ryan Nemeth trying to change this entire matchup, introducing a steel chair, and Rhino's not going to allow that.
Look out! Oh, wait. Hold on now. Hold on now, Rhino. No, don't do it!
Oh, you play with fire, and you're gonna get burned.
Well, what do you expect? This isn't ECW. We got rules here.
Here's your winner by disqualification, Ryan Nemeth.
I hope Rhino's happy. That's the behavior of a Hall of Famer right there.
So Ryan Nemeth, technically your winner. And as promised, standing by with the Juggernaut Jordan Grace is our broadcast colleague, Gia Miller.